Good afternoon. If you watched my video from the day before yesterday and you managed to get through it without falling asleep, I did mention that I wanted to do a video about Masaru Emoto and the water experiments. Okay, so here we are. So today I wanted to talk about how we talk to ourselves, talk to others, how we talk about ourselves and others. Our attitudes can affect water, and as around 70% of our entire bodies is made up of water, I'm bringing in the findings of Masaru Emoto with his water experiments. We can quite clearly see that even though we are not thinking about our attitude and the way we are talking about ourselves and others, we do have a real effect on water molecules, and I'm going to bring you some visuals of that. And it's quite easy to research. You just type in Masaru Emoto water experiments and there is thousands of images of water. So let me just explain what Masaru Emoto believed and what he did. So Masaru Emoto set out to prove that water has its own consciousness, and so he embarked upon a lot of experiments over many years where he would collect water samples from different areas, different dams and river sources, and just tap water, and he would have some intention put into that water. So for instance, if he intended love for the water, there might be a prayer, or there'd be some real intention going to that water, and that water then was crystallized, and then those water crystals were looked at under a microscope. So he tested all different kinds of emotion on the water. We've had Buddhist prayers, they've had different types of music and how that's affected the water, phrases that we tell ourselves, often things that we say to ourselves. You forget something perhaps and you go, oh, I'm stupid. Think again before you utter those words, because I'm just about to show you a few photographs. But before I do, I picked up some water crystal oracle cards some years ago that are based on the work of Masaru Emoto, and that's what they're called. They're called the Water Crystal Oracle. I can't tell you who. Let me see who did it. No, there's no publisher involved there. Beyondword.com. So maybe you'll be able to pick them up from there. I can't remember where I got them from. This deck of 48 cards has images of the crystals from the experiments. So if you look, these are what the water crystals looked like after intention had been put into them. Right, what is interesting here is that out of all of these cards that are in this box, there are no cards depicting images of crystallized water after bad intention had been put into them. But I've printed off some photographs from the internet to show you what happens to water with different types of negative intention. So let me start off with, these are very small. I've had to enlarge them to print them, and then they've come out really, really small. So I'm hoping you can see this. If you constantly call people a fool, or you constantly think you are a fool, this is what you do to the water in your body. that's what the water looks like after crystallization, after the intention, the negative connotation, you fool, goes into the water. This is what the water looks like after crystallization. Next up, I want to kill you. Now, many years ago, I was a nurse, and to me that looks like some sort of cancerous cell. So if you have these thoughts of wanting to kill somebody, are you actually damaging yourself in the long run? If the water crystals, if the molecules turn to this kind of composition over time, what are we actually doing to our body? This one is crystallized molecules of water from the very, very polluted Fujiwara Dam. No intention put into it. That's what it looked like after crystallization. And then, once a Buddhist prayer had been offered to the water, this is what it looked like after crystallization. More beautiful, more organized. Before and after. This is what heavy metal music can do to the molecules of water in your body. It can do to the molecules of water outside of your body as well. So even though this is a really quick video, because I am about to shoot off to work, I want to show you some of the ones that self-love, self-love, love and thanks. Look how organised that is. There we are. I'm looking for, let's have a look. Where are we? Wisdom. Wisdom. And the idea with these cards, oh, that's a pretty one, what's that? Love for humanity. Hope. Honesty. Yeah, so the idea, sorry, I think they're really pretty. The idea with these cards is for you can use them in different ways, but you can choose a card with a heading of something that you wish to see more of in your life. Maybe truth. So for instance, I decide I want more truth in my life. I can use this card in many ways. I can slide this crystal side up underneath a glass of water and leave it for 2 hours. I can think about truth. I can meditate on the truth. And then I can have gratitude for the water after 2 hours and drink it. I can put this, I don't know, a different one. Peace, for instance. That's pretty. Peace. I want more peace in my life. I stick it in the bathroom and I go and have a soak in the bath and I contemplate peace. It's there to focus us. These cards are here to focus us on what we want more of in life. And if this is what polluted water looks like, if this is what I want to kill you looks like, if this is what you're a fool looks like, I'd much rather look like, if every molecule in your body looks like this, or this, or this, or even this, because I've been telling myself negative things all my life, I'd much rather they look like this, and this, and this. And when we talk about what you think about, you bring about, it makes me wonder if if this is what negative self-talk does to us physically within the body. It makes me wonder if many diseases, well, I know many diseases are avoidable, and maybe if we are harbouring these sorts of thoughts that is causing dis-ease in the water molecules in your body, which make up 70% of your body, over time, will we ourselves be showing outward signs of dis-ease and not invisible signs of dis-ease. So, just to finish off, I'm going to choose a card and see what I and others, should you wish to focus on this, need to focus on in the next week. What emotion should we focus on this week to bring about more beautiful water molecules in our bodies? There's loads of stuff on Masaru Emoto, and actually I haven't had these cards out for a while, and I think right between now and probably the middle of August I'm going to have one of these cards flipped up the right way around under a glass of water before I drink it. I'm going to try it and see if it makes me feel any better. Okay, we have affection and gratitude. So for this next week, I will endeavour to be more affectionate and feel much more gratitude for everything I have in my life, everything I've had in my life, and everything I'm going to have in my life. Affection and gratitude. I am going to show more affection, and I'm going to actively generate the feelings of gratitude as often as I possibly can. So on that note, I know it was a quick one and I possibly didn't explain it too well there, but there's an introduction to Masaru Emoto and his world famous water experiments. It is a pity that after he died in 2014 that further experiments weren't conducted, or maybe they were, but it's not mainstream news. I'll dig a little deeper. Speak to you soon. Take care. Be kind. Bye-bye.